The Callisto protocol has PS5 exclusive features. Legendary developer Glenn Schofield is perhaps best known for his work on the landmark survival franchise Dead Space, and so it's no surprise that hype is high for his next game, the Callisto protocol. The Callisto protocol looks to be a spiritual successor of sorts to the Dead Space franchise, pitting players against horrific monsters that are stalking them in a futuristic sci-fi environment. When the Callisto protocol release date rolls around later this year, players will be able to check it out across PC, PlayStation, and Xbox consoles, but there will be some features exclusive to the PS5 version of the game. While these features aren't anything too dramatic, they may still be what convinces survival horror fans to pick up the PlayStation 5 version of the game over the other ones available. It's been confirmed that the Callisto protocol will use full PlayStation 5 DualSense controller features. Players will feel the DualSense controller's haptic feedback kick in when attacking the Callisto protocol's monsters, with protagonist Jacob's stun baton, as detailed in a recent PlayStation blog post. There will be other situations where players are able to feel what's happening in the game through the DualSense, and it should go a long way in heightening the experience. Now, it's been long believed that the DualSense controller could be great for horror games, and one of the first real tests of that will be when the Callisto protocol launches later this year. Besides taking advantage of the DualSense controller's unique features, the Callisto protocol will also benefit from the console's use of 3D audio. Overall, it sounds like the definitive way to experience the game will be on PlayStation 5. Let me know where you plan on picking up Callisto protocol. Next up, Astro's Playroom dev team ASOBI says its next project is its biggest to date. In a new interview, Astro Playroom developer Team ASOBI said that its next title will be its quote-unquote biggest to date. Speaking to GameIndustry.biz, Team ASOBI's creative and studio director Nicolas Duche said that the team's as of yet unnamed project will be a full-blown commercial title, but didn't go into any details about what it might be apart from that. Though with the team's previous focus on unique hardware features working in tandem with gameplay mechanics, it's likely we'll see something similar with the next project. Quote, "Any new technology, we like to take it for a spin," said Duche. "There's the obvious way to use it, which is the first thing we're going to try, and then we're going to try to use it in ways you're not supposed to. That leads us to interesting places." The creative director also discussed the pressure of making a title like Astro's Playroom, which will likely be played by anyone who buys a PlayStation 5. It's very nice to know that whenever a PlayStation 5 is purchased, Astro is going to get played, said Duche. It was a big responsibility, because if you make something that's a little bit without flavor, then you run the risk of making the console feel that way. Team ASOBI was originally a team within Japan studio, but spun out of it when the latter shut down in 2021. At the time, the studio only had around 35 staff members, but has since grown to more than 60, with Duche expecting to reach around 100 members in time. According to Duche, around 90% of the studio is on the production side of things, but there is a small group of people that work on touching the technologies of tomorrow, or trying things with the technologies we have today, but taking them in a new direction. The studio wants to have a more dedicated R&D department too, to potentially start other projects. Now, with the Callisto protocol, the DualSense controller is definitely a game changer and definitely an experience that adds to any third-party game. So whenever I see features like that being implemented in the PlayStation 5 version of a game, I feel like you owe it to yourself. If you have a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, get that PlayStation 5 version, because it is just going to be so much more immersive with those features being used. As far as Team ASOBI goes, Astro's Playroom was a phenomenal game, not just a demo for the DualSense controller, but a great platformer in its own right, and I'm hoping that this team is going to create another platformer with this character. Let me know what you think in the comments section below about Callisto Protocol. Are you going with the PlayStation 5 version? Let me know what you think about Astro's Playroom and what Team ASOBI may be up to next. Thanks for watching the video. and I'll see you in the next one.